from Ecuador. Connecting with Latin clients.
Being bilingual.
Being bilingual. They are very they trust you. They need to trust you. And by trusting you, they really need you to speak their language. When I moved here, I couldn't even teach on a kindergarten.
Wow.
So my credentials meant nothing. So I came here 15 years now.
You kind of started with zero sphere.
Minus, let's say.
Minus?
I got married and I went back to Ecuador.
Oh, really?
Yes.
For how long?
For the time that took my husband to get the paper.
Yelling at the other side. I've been in the industry for 30 years.
Oh my, don't even let me talk about this. I was helping other people building companies, so it was like, okay, this is maybe the time to do it for myself.
Elsy, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm excited to dig into it. For our audience listening, Elsy is a top 3% realtor, totally crushing it, 28 transactions over the last year. And we want to get into her story. But before we jump into it, I want to go back to your background because you have such a unique immigration story and how you've achieved the American dream and you're helping clients achieve the American dream. But take us back to Ecuador.
I lovely Ecuador. By the way, I bring something from there too. But yeah, I grew up in Ecuador. I came here 15 years now, 14 years ago. And I was a professor over there. I was doing some business plans and everything. And also, I was about to get my master's degree over there and then a PhD because I felt like education will be my path. But then you fall in love. Your husband doesn't speak Spanish and he said, you will be fine. And then I'm here.
So you met your husband in Ecuador?
No. I met him here. I used to travel. So
Okay. So you were very much an educator, wanting to move up. You got your master's. Did you end up getting your PhD or you were just thinking about it?
No, that's kind of like the ultimate path. So when I moved here, and then, of course, my credentials meant nothing.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even teach on a kindergarten or school. So I have to, it was either start all over again and then try to see what you can do or find. And I'm a very workaholic person. So when I was there, I was already having my job, my current job, and also some projects. So when I moved here, it was kind of like a couple of weeks where I was like, okay, what I'm doing. This is good. I enjoy what I'm doing. And then it was hard, of course, trying to find something on your field. My credentials meant nothing. So I had to go to Brunel University. So I have a master's degree in organizational leadership, which I also disclosure as my highest school diploma.
Wow.
Because that's what it means for people that I know what is 2 + 2. And that's kind of like,
yeah, it's very interesting. We had a guest here, Sandra Giraldo, and she came from Colombia and she was a paralegal.
Wow.
So she studied law there, but when she came here, same story. It's like, you have to start all over. And she decided, well, if I'm going to start all over, might as well do something that I love. And she really was interested in real estate. Was it the same for you? Did you jump right into real estate or did you do something else before real estate when you came here to the US?
No, definitely wasn't that.
Yeah.
I wish. No. I started Realtors. The only company that allowed me to work was a company that is it was a third party. For a Sprint. Sprint doesn't even exist anymore.
Oh, Sprint.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was working for a third party called Nexstar Communications. And they literally allow me to have a job, let's say, talking wise. So I started as a sales rep, which I have never done sales before in my life. And I was always educator, customer service. That's kind of like everything that was my background, working wise. So when I went there and then I started to sell, I discovered that sales was something that I was good at. And I ended up being the number 1 sales rep for 4 years in a row.
Wow, congrats.
I thought what I was doing was everybody doing, but apparently not. So it was an interesting route. Then of course the company closed, Spring closed, and the owner decided to retire. So then I helped a little bit to the sons when they were developing another company. And then while it was on the middle of the transaction, I got my real estate license. And then I was doing that as a half-time at that time because I was having this full-time job.
Right.
But then, things happens, things changes. And then I was like, okay, I might decided to give it up to my personal company, which is in this case my real estate license. So I was helping other people building companies. So it was like, okay, this is maybe the time to do it for myself.
How many years ago was that approximately?
It will be like 26 since maybe five since I got my real estate.
Okay.
And then 3 almost since I decided to go full time. So when I decided to go full time, as a lovely entrepreneur thing, go for it. But
yeah, it's very
but it's harsh. It's harsh.
hard.
It is not like, I have no family here, no friends, no connections. You go to the class and people say, yeah, call your friends, neighbors, people you went to school with.
Right.
My master was online. So I studied my master online. I have literally no reference. My husband, he's not the life of a party either. So, and his family mostly it's in Florida. So
you didn't really have a sphere here, or
the sphere is what the people talk.
A lot of agents
they're
start
from
with the
here,
spheres. So they already have people, potential clients. You kind of started with 0 sphere.
Minus, let's say.
Minus.
Because still I have to prove people hey, I can help you, but still.
So how did you get clients in the first place then? You didn't really have a sphere here, you mentioned. How did you get some of your first clients and first transactions?
Well, when I finished my course, I was able to start with one nice company, but they were providing you more marketing. Not marketing really, but they were providing you with
leads?
The sphere. No, the sphere, the sphere, know your sphere, come to the classes. We're going to teach you how to get your personal budget. And I'm in my mind is I already know that. And I have done social media and I have my own website. So wasn't that helpful? So I went to 2 or 3 more. And especially when I started, I was still having my full-time job. So I went 2 or 3 where they were okay. But then when I decided to do the big move, I found this broker that I am right now, which is Bilingual Realty. And they are they are pretty much go get it. They provide you training, but they also provide you some. So they helped you a lot at the beginning as well. At that point, I was already done not many transactions, let's say my first years, because it was a part-time. We're just kind of not so much. But again, it's just like any other thing. If you don't do something on the regular, you forget.
Yeah.
So it's like any other career, it's on any other job. So they were providing me with that. And I was learning. I had a mentor. I actually had a mentor before that that helped me a lot, understanding, the contracts and everything. And then thankfully, I started to have my first clients that because of the service that was provided, they were able to refer me. So that's kind of where it started to go. So they were providing me that. And then
you started with no sphere. It was definitely challenging. You were working part-time as a realtor and full-time in another position. But at some point, you got your first deals. And I think, I'm curious, did being an immigrant and coming from Ecuador, did that end up being a positive for you? How did that help you in real estate?
Yeah, it definitely was a plus. I do have my first clients that they were Latin. Again, they speak Spanish. They prefer people when they speak fluent Spanish. That's kind of when they prefer to understand, the legal part, because all the contracts are in English.
Yeah.
So you actually need to understand every single thing. And of course, unfortunately, they have had these bad experiences. People that they were just yes, just sign here, we'll represent you, but they do nothing.
They didn't understand it fully. So being bilingual was really an advantage. Is that most of your clients now? Do you feel like a lot of your clients are Spanish speakers?
Yeah, I can definitely say it's a half and half. Yeah, I do work with, I have worked with almost everybody, but yes, it's definitely a big plus being able, to provide that and to help people at the end of the day, because they have you extra need to provide, again, that translation, that they need to really understand what they are they are getting into when they get a first-time home buyers, especially.
A lot of agents out there struggle with the decision of like making that leap from part-time to full-time. Was there specific moments, and what happened? How did you decide to go into full-time?
Well, in my particular case, I have to like get different ways from the company that I was working with. And in my mind was like, okay, I'm a very workaholic person, and I'm always like, to provide the best. And I always been very focused on customer service.
Right.
So that's kind of like one of the things that didn't align with my last, with the job that I had. So when I decided, to that happen, when that particular moment happened to me, it was like, okay, if I go to another company, great, I can start. I know exactly because I already made this one happen.
Yeah.
So I can definitely start helping anybody, and I know I will take it to the next level. But they will be aligned with what I'm doing as customer service.
Right.
Just no question. It was like, maybe it was a time for giving myself that. And me being the CEO and me having, like that particular control. Like, when I put that I'm a 24/7 person for my clients, I'm not lying. They can testimony of that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like what it was.
Yeah, and it's a big change from going from a job to being entrepreneurial, like you said.
It is.
You become your own CEO. You a lot of time have to be available all the time, and you're growing something, and you're responsible for everything. So how did you grow it to what it is today?
Well, again, that was the thing. The beginning was not fun, not easy. This is what not many people can call themselves entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely like first year was like a what? I could definitely be getting right now because I already had my master. So I could definitely apply for any company, with a comfortable, but why I'm doing this? There should be something more. And I'm still fighting it. No, I'm fine.
You wanted the freedom to work for yourself and own it, right?
Yes. Yeah. So it was definitely that. But again, it wasn't that fast. It took a couple of like the second one. When people tells you, you go and put your seeds, believe me, that's the most accurate thing that they can tell you. You go and put your seeds. So you start working with one person and then you deliver what you're actually supposed to deliver. And then they'll just grow from there. Doesn't grow immediately, but it definitely grows from there.
Yeah, I think the best thing you can do is do the best you can with the clients that you do have, even if it's just one person, and you pour 100% into them. And then, you'll be surprised, but it grows organically from there. It might be a little bit slower, but over time, it's like they're going to refer you to their uncle or their sister, or their brother, whatever friends in their sphere that needs to buy or sell a property. And you just kind of grow from there.
Yes, definitely. That's kind of like how it went. So the last 2 years, that has been kind of like a where it pick up, you might say. It has been pretty much first God, thanks to that.
So let's get into some of the tactical. What kind of tools do you use today to make you successful?
Well, I can definitely say it's all about the customer service. Because after a while, and when you start talking, to the stories that some people have, they are like this type of stories. Like, let's say, this is a career that if you want to do it, you should take it as a career.
Yeah.
Like, I started also, like a half time. But in my half time, I was trying to put in my full all to the few people that I helped by then. I had one experience once that I had a buyer and the listing was a half time. It was the friend of a friend of the seller.
Oh.
And they were like, after 5, I can't talk. And you're like on due diligence and you're like on things like the house needs and they are like, And then they don't pick up the phone.
Wow.
And then they literally send you text message like this was like it's like 9 to 5 hours.
It's like an automated text or something.
Yeah,
it's like reach out to us.
Reach out later.
The next day, next business day or whatever. Wow. So how did you handle that?
With a lot of patience. You might say. we made that happen because my client really liked that house. But and then and then some people complain, oh my, why I'm not selling or why I'm not people signing. It's kind of like you need to do an introspective at some points. But yeah, that was kind of like one of the experience that I have seen. Like they are like, and that's also what it came with these bad people that are thinking like, why do I need a realtor? Because there are so many people that ended up saying like, I have to do all the job. I have found the house. I went to see, and then the guy just show up and then got the money, and it's like, it's crazy.
So why do you think people need a realtor?
They do. If you really get a realtor that is gonna fight for you, they will be there for you.
They'll be worth.
They will be like
much more than the commission.
Much more than just show up at the end of the day. They will be negotiate for you because that's the part that you're supposed to do as your.
Absolutely. I think that it's interesting. We were talking to another agent, and she said this one thing that stuck out to me. Some of the bad agents are the most overpaid, but some of the good agents are the most underpaid.
Nothing but true. That's true.
So what does it take to be one of the good ones? What do you think sets you apart other than strong negotiation?
It's kind of like literally like being there, like being present, like not just be. I'm very, very keen on proactive. You have to be proactive. Somebody started to see, let's say, in a normal transaction, it's a first-time home buyer. They don't know what they don't know. So you get them on the line, like, hey, you need to start from here. Don't go to Dubai this year. Stop the Vegas show. Don't buy an expensive car. So you go from these first things, you take it to your preferred lenders, or if they have their preferred lenders, they go from there. But then you pretty much are like there for education.
Yeah.
And there are many people that really don't have the time.
Yeah.
Like they don't have the time, to go and see. Because again, like everybody says, if you go and call directly, you will be dealing with the seller's agent. And the seller's agent,
they're not protecting you. Yeah.
They won't protect you.
They're hired by the seller.
They're hired by the seller. It's kind of like an obvious question, but it's not so obvious when some people start doing that.
Yeah.
So, and then because they have never had a good agent before, they have that idea in mind.
Yeah.
Like,
it's crazy. The number of people that think, oh, it's just going to Walmart or it's just going to Target and just, all right, I want to buy this.
Yeah.
But there's so much, it's such a complex process. And for most people, it's the biggest thing that they're ever going to buy or sell. So why would you not want a professional to take care of it?
Definitely. There are people that go to the closing that some experiences that they have done it by themselves. They have that by an agent that they are like, oh, I didn't know you guys can help with down payment assistance. Oh, I didn't know I could have negotiated this price based on comparable markets. Oh, I didn't know I could get something else after some inspection,
Yeah.
Like they don't know what they don't know, unfortunately. And again,
you pride yourself on being a 24/7 agent to your clients. Do you use any specific...
And you can read the testimonials, by the way.
Yeah. What are there any tools or systems that you use to help you be available for your clients?
Yes, of course. We have, of course, the first automatic like the questionnaire sometimes, that they take us to the first kind of like exactly what is your time frame,
right?
Like the normal.
Like the discovery phase, consulting, buyer guide.
Yes. And then after that, of course, we set up an appointment. Sometimes they are ready. Sometimes they need, a preferred lender. Sometimes they are like, we call the Rocky. Have you seen Rocky?
Yeah, like Rocky Balboa?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rocky 2?
Yeah, I've seen them all.
When he bought the house?
Oh, yeah, he bought the house, yeah.
What he said?
What did he say exactly? I don't know it that well. What did he say?
This house is amazing. Are you sure? Yes, let's get it right now. You're making this guy too easy. Once in a lifetime, you have a Rocky that they find the one, and that's the one that they really like, and they make it that happen.
Man, I got to use that. The Rocky client. All right.
They're unicorns, like Rocky Balboa. But yeah.
So you do the buyer guide discovery sort of phase. as you get through the transaction, are there any other systems or tools or technology that you use to help service your clients?
I help. I have my CRM and I also have my TC. So shout out to my people over there.
So you have a transaction coordinator.
Yes.
And then which CRM do you use? I'm curious.
FOP.
Oh, Follow Up Boss?
Yes. Yeah.
We use the same as well.
There you go.
It is.
They should be giving us some money for sponsorship. Like,
well, now
I haven't talked about any companies right now, but today.
Yeah, the crazy thing is now Zillow owns Follow Up Boss. So it's we'll have to monitor how that changes over time. But
But then, of course, you can always change to a new one. There are all companies coming up every day. Like when I was working, like not doing real estate, of course, there are all type of CRMs. Mondays.
Yeah, Monday.
You can name them. So.
Yeah, 100%. Cool. What about, how do you, like, what does the closing process look like? And then after closing, is there anything specific that you do with your clients?
Yeah. We definitely help them with a welcome kit. And then that definitely finish at the closing. Always, like we're always there until the end. And then after the end, we tell them, if they're first-time home buyers, hey, your homestead exemption. And then we call them, of course, and we do those follow-ups. Important information that they need to know.
Yeah.
Like I always tell them, like this might not give you like a millions, but it will save you some money.
Yeah. It'll like easily save people like $1,000 on their taxes, depending on how big.
And there are many people that they don't know. Again.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have us as an agent.
That's right. And that deadline just passed like 2 days ago. So
there you go. See?
How do most of your clients find you today?
My website. Thankfully, First God has been helping. I once had somebody that contacted me from Japan.
Really?
Yes.
Through your website?
Yes.
So do you run any ads or like how SEO or
believe it or not, so far it has been very organic. Of course, I was trying to. I was giving it a time. Because of my personal things that I was going on, I stopped a little bit. But that was something, of course, that I wanted, to give it a try. So far, it has been just organically, and I've been very thankful for that. I always talk about the one from Japan because they literally called me all the way. Of course, they were like a BA. They were coming here, and they ended up in Augusta. So
wow. Okay, so they actually moved all the way from Japan to Augusta, Georgia. Man, I would have stayed in Japan. I don't know.
Well, they are VA, so they were there for a short time.
I see. Okay, they had no choice.
I know. I too. I want to go to Japan. That's one of my bucket lists. I mean, Sailor Moon. Hello.
Nice.
Huge fan.
So what does it mean to you? It's been. You moved from Ecuador, you got married here, you now are widely successful in real estate. How does it feel like achieving the American dream? Without getting too political.
I don't feel it. I'm very thankful. You
must be very proud.
I am, but I don't know. I guess it's just my mom always said it was my personality. I was like, since I was a kid, I was the nerd kid. And then I always have to, my ultimate goal was always making my mom proud. Like, she was my everything.
Yeah.
And every time that I got something, I was always for her. But no, it's really nice. It's really nice. Georgia has been treating me nice. The funny story about my marriage is actually I got married and I went back to Ecuador.
Oh, really?
Yes.
For how long?
For the time that took my husband to get the paper.
Oh, the paperwork, the sponsorship. Yeah. It usually takes about a year, 9 months, right?
Yes.
My wife's from Canada. We kind of had to go through something similar. And I'm a French citizen, so we sponsored my family over the time. But yeah, I'm a bit familiar. So you spent almost about a year in Ecuador?
Yes. So that's why everybody asks me how long I've been married. I mean, let me tell you the length of the marriage is the length that I actually been. Because we got married in Vegas, not with Elvis. But then after that, Vegas was the only place that I was, that they allow you to do, like, other than that, you have to say 3 months, 2 months, anything.
Yeah, it's a quick, like, day of marriage license,
Yes. So, then I went back for a year. And then that's kind of like when I officially came here was 2015, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. What would you say to other agents that might be immigrants and just starting their real estate journey? What advice do you have for them?
Customer service.
Customer service?
Customer service. Provide the best. Like if you're like me with nobody around and no testimonials, give it all. Like give it all and always learn. I'm a very king of learning.
Yeah.
I'm always like even right now, if you get to do more than 10 transactions, there is always something that you can learn.
You learn something on every single deal.
Every day. And that's what I really like about this career right now. That first you work with people, and that's in fact definitely different things going on. You never have the same client. Except you have a rocky once in a while.
Yeah.
But you never have the same client. They are always like a fun story. One of my memories I remember, and I love to go to the showings, even that, right now it's kind of like based on the time and my schedule is a little, I do my best to go to all my showings to see them getting the keys. But I also do my best to go to as many showings,
Right.
So sometimes I remember once, the one that I remember was a couple that they were retiring.
Okay.
And they were finding the ultimate house. They were finding a particular house. And this particular house was supposed to have like a trial or something. Like a kind of like a shape for the roof.
Yeah, like a A-frame.
Something very particular, very particular. So they like this house in the middle of nowhere in Winder. And they wanted to see, because the husband works for like contractors or something, so he can check by himself. So we were checking kind of like the construction and everything.
Right.
It was 6 p.m. He was checking up, and then he was checking all the places, and then he was like, the lights started to go like this. And then for some moment, there was like, and they were like, what was that? And I was like, well, if this were a scary movie, the minority is the one that dies first. But you guys are fine. Because I was a minority.
Did you find out what it was?
I guess it was a cat.
Oh, okay. I thought for a moment you were going to say he fell off the roof or something.
No. It was like, I just told them, they laughed that time too. So I always like, to have those chit chats with my clients. I like to make it like, because at the end of the day, you are there, to provide experiences with them. So when they buy the one.
Absolutely. So what do you think is next? What's the next 5 years look like for you?
First, God. Try to, like I told you before we started, it's kind of like a picking back where I left to 2 years ago. Wow. So it's going slowly for me inside, but professionally, I have been just blessed.
Yeah, you're doing exceptionally well.
Being able to help,
Even this year, I mean, I was looking at the stats. You've closed like 8 or 9 deals already just this year in 2026.
My Q1, I need to public about that.
That's like a property every 2 weeks, basically. So,
take it.
Yeah, you're doing exceptional. And is there any, what do you envision for your business? Do you want to grow a team? Is there more education you're looking for?
I'll definitely wanna grow. I actually working right now with one, let's say my next business partner. His name is Kwame.
Okay.
He just got his real estate license. He actually comes from education. He's a teacher.
Cool.
Yes.
And you guys want to partner together?
Yes. So that's kind of like, helping him to get it, that he's looking more than the investment side. So he's more focused on that. He's doing his fixed rehab right now.
Yeah.
So.
That's the best. I mean, that can be really successful. For my wife and I, we're business partners as well. And she focuses a lot on the families, owner-occupants, and I focus a lot on the investors. And, those are your 2 main buckets for real estate. So you can handle a lot of clients in that way. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, no, definitely. I'll that's kind of like one of the things that I have seen. And then again, trying to keep promoting that we are, like you should definitely get an agent. Because let me tell you, when I got my first house, I wish my agent were like me.
Yeah.
And that's where I always talk from my own experience.
What do you think they did wrong? What's some mistakes that agents?
They never told me about any type of down payment assistance, by the way, and I was a first-time home buyer. They never told me that they could file for something if the inspection goes weird.
Really? Wow.
They literally were like, they sign here, and they could talk a lot.
So didn't sound like a very, very good agent.
No. So that's what I always go back, and I was like, no, definitely. But anyway, you live, you learn.
Yeah, I actually had the opposite experience. My agent that helped me buy my first house back in 2017 before I got licensed was actually exceptionally great. Shout out to you, Beverly Jones.
Shout out, Beverly.
Beverly kind of was almost like a mentor to me and showed me what is possible and the right way to do things. And I think that, it really helped me.
That's what it is at the end of the day. You give an exceptional, and then you also provide that knowledge to the person that is starting.
You make an impact.
I am a huge fan of somebody that wants to share good knowledge. That they want to share. People that are selfish with what they know. If there is something that it can help somebody, go ahead. I mean, I don't think it will hurt anybody. I mean, that many transactions that you can do here in Georgia. You sharing something.
100%.
It will definitely be a change.
Well, Elsy, I really appreciate your time. We always end with one question at the Atlanta Agent Playbook, and we have one question left for you. What is the one play that you want to add to our playbook? What is that one piece of advice, tactic, habit, mindset? What is the play that will make other agents listening as successful as you?
Never stop learning.
Never stop learning.
Never stop learning. Don't ever feel like you are a know-it-all. Even if you're the most successful agent, we're not gonna names.
Yeah, don't be that realtor that is yelling at the other side. I've been in the industry for 30 years.
Oh my! Don't even let me talk about those. Don't even let me talk. I just had one like that. No. We're not gonna talk about this.
Don't be a know-it-all.
I don't know why. I don't know. I know for any other career, and maybe your years on the market, it's okay. But in real estate, you never know what you do. You learn every day. Every day is a new thing. But
well, you've heard it here on the Atlanta Agent Playbook. Don't be a know-it-all agent and never stop learning. Elsy, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed your
much,
story.
Guys.
You're an inspiration to all the agents out there.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thanks for your time.